Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more worried about the
What's up guys, JNO here, and we're here with episode 3 of my fantasy football series. We are looking at coverage today, and what coverage means is you need to cover your bases for players and teams that are going to do well during the season. It's obvious which teams are going to do well in the Premier League to a certain extent. You know for a fact that the top 6 are most likely going to include Man United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool. And then you've got the ones that might challenge like Southampton, Swansea, potentially Everton. You know, generally speaking, you can roughly predict the top 6 to 8 teams. So what you need to do is you need to have players from those teams, because teams that are winning are going to have players that are scoring. So you want to have a Man City player and you want to have a Chelsea player, because they will be scoring points. They'll be scoring clean sheets. Chelsea last season, Terry, Ivanovic, Azpilicueta, all were scoring points. Man City, Aguero, Silva were scoring points. So get yourself a good player from those teams. Swansea did well last season, so if you had Sigurdsson, you did well. Southampton were doing well. If you had a Southampton defender or keeper or Pele at the right time, you were scoring points. Swansea, Luis Fabianski was doing amazing. You've got Arsenal when you had Sanchez, Cazorla. If you had them at the right time, you were scoring big points and getting yourself into that top 10% of players. But also with coverage, you need to know who everyone has. And if you don't have them, you have to be pretty damn sure they're not going to be scoring points. If you didn't have Hazard last year, you were missing out on a captain choice that a lot of people were playing. If you didn't have Aguero last year, you were missing out on a captain choice that a lot of people were playing. Now I know a lot of people think, you have all those big players, you're going to have to sacrifice elsewhere. But these big players are the ones scoring the points. You may think, I'm not going to be strong across the field. You don't need to be strong across the field. Other players that are meant to be good weren't scoring as big points as these big players were in the big teams. So you can bring in differential makers outside of this, but you need to have a core bunch of players covered. Right now, I'd say if you don't have Hazard, you're running a big risk of falling behind if he has a good game week, and the majority of people have captained him. And also look at the people with the good clean sheets to get your cheap defenders from. Unfortunately, a lot of the cheap defenders from last year have gone up in price, West Brom being a prime example, but still you can find a cheap defender there that is cheaper than the players you're going to get in the big teams. Southampton, Cedric. I know I say avoid new players, but keep an eye on Cedric. If Southampton's defence keep doing well, Cedric is coming a little bit cheaper and he will get you clean sheet points. So yeah, just make sure you're covering your bases. Get big players in from the big teams so you're scoring the big points, and then make sure there isn't someone that could do you damage because everyone else has them and you don't. Anyway, that is all I've got for you today. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And I will also bring out another episode either today or tomorrow after this one, which is showing you my new updated team, because I had Blind in there and I really didn't want Danny Blind in there. And we will talk about my picks so far and what I may change in the future. Anyway guys, catch you next time. See ya.